What's going on? Happy Sunday. For those of you who do not know, on every 2 weeks on Sunday, I do what I call Net Worth Scoreboard. What I do is I take all of my assets and I take all of my liabilities and I subtract my liabilities from my assets, and then I come up with what my actual net worth is. Why I do this? So I can keep up and keep track, make sure I'm spending, make sure I'm investing how I need to, so I won't fall too far off, and so I can push forward to my ultimate goal. So today we're gonna go over my actual personal net worth scoreboard, just in case you want to do it for yourself, so you just won't be blindly spending. And yeah, so here we go. We're gonna go to the screen. Right now I don't have it set up to where y'all tracking me, so we're gonna have to do this like a old school bootleg movie. But you can see, right? Cool. Alright, so I've already did it and I have it written down, so I'm gonna just jot it down so you can see. Quick disclaimer: I'm not a financial guru or anything like that. I'm just a regular person. This is not advice. This is something that you can pretty much do on your own if you want to, right? Another disclaimer: you're gonna see checking and savings and things of that nature. Understand that I budget as well. So this isn't like all of my expenses and then all of my bills. That is in a whole separate, that's my actual budget. So this is like that would be a micro view. This is like a macro view of everything. All right, here we go. So let me set it up. All right, cool. That looks good. So, whoops, my bad, y'all. Damn chair got in the way. All right, so first we're gonna do what I do. I do my liability side first. Simple because so when I finish I can subtract it. So we got the city card, right? This card I have is actually 0% interest for like two more years, right? So we're just gonna go 5, 1, 3, 4, and let me take the line off of that. Boom. And then I have my star card, which is 159 1595. All right. I wish I can just take the line off all of these. Okay, then I had a silver card, which is 690. So when I'm actually doing this, I actually have last month's already on there, so that way I can see what I improved on or what I need to work on for the coming month, right? So now we have TSP. That's pretty much like a military 401k. It's called the Thrift Savings Plan. If you have a 401k or your employer would match any of your money, I suggest you at the very least invest so you can get that matching money. You're working for this company already, so you might as well get everything you can out of the situation, right? All right, so now we got the checking and savings. I just combined those two. That's cash on hand. I would suggest everybody also have a emergency fund. Essentially, you want to have 3 to 6 months, right? As you can see, I don't have 3 to 6 months. I have, the rule of thumb is 1,000, and then from there you could go from there, right? So my brokerage is 5. Now when it comes to brokerage, this is my IRA. This is money that I'm actually investing myself. Makes sense? So right now I invest 25% of my income. That's what my budget is, so that's what I do. Okay, and then we got the 2957. Oops, supposed to be 5. Boom. All right, 2957. That's the trading account. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. And every 2 months, I actually buy Bitcoin. So right now I'm at 382. So 25 a month in Bitcoin. That's what I do. Is it? I mean, yeah. It's every 2 weeks. So that's what I've been doing since I started it. And now what we do is we add all of the liabilities and we add all of the assets, and then that's going to give us our net worth. So if we add all of the liabilities up, it's going to give us 7,419. So 7,419, and then we have the asset total is, let's see, 32,227. So 32,227. Boom. All right. And what we want to do is we want to subtract the liability from the assets. And when we do that, the number we get is 24,808. 24,808. So, boom. As you can see, that's the net worth. 24,808. Liabilities, if you have a car payment or a car, I know that's like a massive debt. So when I say expenses, right? You got your reoccurring expenses, and then you got things like necessities, like food, gas, things that you would budget for. When it comes to car payments, house payments, or like mortgages and stuff like that, that will be considered a liability because you're paying off that debt. You could pay it off to where it no longer exists. You can't necessarily pay your phone bill off. You know, it's a service. So if you don't want cellular service, then cool. Now, I know some people actually, do corporate plans and all that, but that's a whole different type of scenario. You get what I'm saying? Reoccurring expenses, you don't necessarily have to be considered a liability. You just put that in your budget. But when it comes to things that you've taken out debt for or have debt for, and you have to pay for it on whatever agreement that you agreed to pay for, then that's what you would put on the liability section. Now, when it comes to asset, those are things that can potentially put money into your pocket. So if you had any investment real estate properties and they're cash flowing, put that on there. Okay, investment accounts. You could go as far as putting things like your gold, your silver, bars, collectibles. You can go deep and dive like that if you want to. I would suggest if you do that, do an inventory one time and then just have it as a set number, and you could put collectibles, or you can put silver, gold. You don't have to literally, unless you've added some more, you don't have to literally count out value your gold every time, unless you're just like super beam focused and that's what you want to do. So that's where we at, and I have a goal set, to grow this. I'll let you know this. So 5 months ago, no, it was, let me see. I gotta go. I'll tell you my first one. This is my journal. I know I would journal every day, but for the past 2 weeks, I've been intentionally not journaling. You see this book, like all these are entries, right? All these are entries. For the last 2 weeks, like I just been like, yo, let me. But today I was like, okay, I want to start back journaling. So I did need to take that breather. But as you can see, back in September 28, 2025, my net worth was 2021. the 21st, excuse me. I used to do it every week, but now I do it every 2 weeks. So it was 16,187. See that? So what I do is I put the old one and then I do the new one and I compare. Okay, what did I do good? What was good? What did I do bad? What do I need to improve on? Right? So let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 7 months, I went from 16 to 24. That's almost 10,000. That's like $8,000. I don't know what percentage that is, but I do put it in AI technology, and I evaluate and get little critiques and how far am I away from my goal percentage wise. Because if you don't have no goal and you don't track it, how you gonna get to it? Right? That's a nugget for you. Message. That's what they say. Message. All right. Remember, I'm here to thrive. I'll catch y'all on the next one.